Welcome to episode 6. We just finished switching out the MCVR Industrial Park, and now we need to head over to the Winton Team Track, which is just maybe 2 miles, maybe 1 mile up ahead. If we take a look at our depot map, you can see where we are there at the West Fluhr siding, and we only have to go to that Winton Team Track in the top right there. So this should be pretty quick. So let's check our dispatch screen, and I think I'll just do a restricting. I don't really need to call auto here for this one. All right, here we go. I like to make sure all the slack's out, and then I'll give it another notch, just so we're not pulling away too harshly. Keep it smooth. Now, I don't know exactly how far up this is, so I don't want to get going too fast. We'll probably keep it somewhere between 20 and 30. Because I'm going to want to stop for this Winton Team Track, because our cars that we're dropping off for them are right behind the locomotives here. So I don't want to pass it up. I think it's just up ahead after this street, so we should probably start slowing down here. I think I see the track up there. Oh yeah, right here. Oh, we're close. Let's get her slowed down. Actually, oh man, I'm gonna be going too fast. I want to stop before this crossing if I can. Can we do it? Oh, I think we might be able to do it. Because I don't want to block this crossing. Oh, we got it. Perfect. All right. So we need to put the cars there, and we only need let's see, 2, 3 box cars. That's it. So we're gonna put some handbrakes. I'll just do 3. And let's take them back in. Once I drop these off, I think I'm just going to grab a Coca-Cola out of that machine over there at the Sage Motel. I got to go back and read that sign too. I've never noticed that sign. I think that might be new. think that should be enough. I'll leave that one open. Close that up. Oh my gosh, too much stretch force. While we're moving these up ahead, let's take a quick look at what this sign says. Best budget rate luxury for less. Daily, weekly kitchenettes. Yeah, I'm in. So we only got one more stop left, Nutrien AG Solutions. Then we're going back into Riverbank Yard. And then we do have 3 industries that are right at the yard that we'll disconnect, and then we'll just go and take care of those. And all those cars are sitting at the yard right now, just on different tracks. Let's hop back into the front and get a signal for Nutrien AG. So if we look on the map, we're leaving the Winton Team Track. And Nutrien AG is just past the signals at 1092.2 or 1092.1. So we've got a little bit of a trip ahead of us. What are we looking? 26 miles. Let me open up the dispatch map, and we want to be going to this destination block just before the yard. So when we pass up the Modesto Amtrak, we know we're getting close. And let's just do a quick, put it back in neutral. I just want to do a quick brake check just to make sure everything Everything's looking good. And we just put it into emergency, so that's great. I guess I didn't realize I had gone all the way. I was trying to go a little bit further on the automatic, and it just jumped into emergency. But all I gotta do is make sure that I'm in neutral, and all I have to do now is just put us into suppression as far as I can go forwards. See, and now if I grab it again and go forwards, that's what I just did by accident, and then it goes into emergency. And now I just got to leave it here for 60 seconds, and then this PCS open light will start flashing right here. And when that starts flashing, then I can release the automatic brake. And while we're here, this square on the bottom right is your warning light. So like on a more modern locomotive, it'll show you in the MFD display a warning or issue. But down here, if you click this, see in the top left, it just says BNSF 1689, but then there's nothing after it. And that means there's nothing wrong. But if you did have a warning like traction motor or engine failure or anything like that, that would actually be, I think, yellow or some sort of version of yellow. And then if you click it in the top left, it would tell you that you had low oil or blown turbo. Alright, so we see our PCS open light flashing, and now I'm going to release the automatic brake, and everything will go right back to normal. And we should see our brakes releasing up at the top of this in the top brake chart. And we're having to fill up the brake pipe, so the flow is really high. And I'm going to give it a couple notches here just to speed up the air pump. Now you can see the brakes releasing at the top. Well, at least we know the brakes work before we get going. Flow is still pretty high though. Why is the flow so high? The brake pipe's full. Maybe in the back it's not full yet. Let's see what it looks like in the back. Oh yeah, see, it's only at 81. That's why our flow is still high. And while we're waiting for that, let's give Otto a call, because we set our destination block. Oh, I didn't even have him engaged yet. Wow. Call me at the next control point. Alright, we can do that. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Our flow's down below 60. Let's release the brakes and go. Oh, wrong one. Shit. Yeah, I'm having an issue there with the lever drag's not working. Maybe I'll just go back to just, yeah, like right there. Look at that. I'm pulling down and it's going forwards because it's near like the edge of the screen. If I zoom out more, then it works better. Maybe I just got to zoom out for the lever drag. But I think for now, I'll just stick with the keyboard controls. I recently got a comment that one of you guys wanted to see more of the exterior third-person view shots, like the drone shots. So I edited the trip and cut out some of the really boring parts and added some drone shots, some more cinematic shots. as the train rolls by. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this a lot better this way? Or do you prefer just to be sitting in the cab the whole time? Looks like we got 55 mile an hour all the way, so that's good. That's right. I'm still having to call auto at the next control point. So we don't want to be going too fast. Although I do know that we don't have anything ahead of us on the dispatch screen. But you never know. I guess this train could spawn in. So I should play it safe. Actually, you know what? Let's do something different here. I'm just gonna turn auto off for this UP Fresno BNSF UP Fresno Modesto section, and I'm just gonna give myself lights all the way to where I need to be. And there we go. All you got to do is just hit F1 in the dispatch screen and then just turn auto off. And it won't turn them off for the whole region if you've got all of SoCal loaded up. It'll only turn them off just for this region, just for the Fresno Modesto. things down just a little bit. were supposed to pick up these cars. I forgot. We gotta pick these cars up at NuWest Milling. We need to slow down up here because we gotta back in. And the guy was supposed to move these to a closer spot for us, and apparently he didn't. So I'm gonna have to call their manager. These hoppers here were supposed to be shifted over so that we could quickly grab them. I'm gonna stop us just after this crossing, so I'm gonna set up the counter as soon as we pass it. Oh, it looks like we're blocking. Oh man, just too long. Yep, these people are just gonna have to wait. So I just got off the phone with the manager at NuWest here, and he said that I can. Well, first of all, he apologized profusely, and he also said that I can hop in this MP15 and do it myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's get this started up here. We gotta relinquish our train. And let's get our switches taken care of. And while we're doing that, let's get him going. Wait a second. Did I just... What? I just flipped this switch? What in the world? We almost had a catastrophic accident there. This always happens to me. I get too excited to start driving, and I forget to make sure things are ready. Let's make sure these switches are okay. It looks like they are. All right, now let's go back here. Let's go pick these up. Could you imagine if the guy here lets me drive this thing and I almost slammed it into the covered hoppers? Probably would have maybe broken a coupler. That would have been a tough one to have to walk into his office after that. I'm just going to go with F7 just to get everything filled up with air, get all the angle cocks open and air hoses connected, and let's bring these closer. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I forgot to check in the cab here. I want to be set not on road, I want to be on switch 1. Now let's go back out here. If I remember correctly, switch 1 is just a little bit quicker startups. So road, actually, maybe actually the road mode is better for what I'm doing right here, but switch 1 gives you quicker startup for doing fast, back and forth switching. and then switch 2 is even faster, and it keeps the engine idle RPM at a much higher RPM. Let's start slowing her down here, because I think we're going to drop them just before these switches, and then I'll come in with our big train and back in and grab them. Actually, I want to stop us just right at those switches, because then I'm going to put the MP15 right back where it was, and then we can sneak in with our train. Now we can put this guy back. They close this fence up at night just to kind of add a little bit of protection, so I want to make sure I put them back in here. That's it, and then I'm just going to shut her down from here, and I will put a parking or a handbrake on, and I also want to go inside and flip these breakers so that the beacon is not constantly running. So now let's get these switches correct before we move here. I can relinquish the train, the switcher, the MP15. Oh wait, I almost messed up again. We still want that switched. Okay. And now we can grab our train, and you don't have to grab the locomotive. You could just grab, if you touch any car on, as long as you have your train, as long as it was relinquished, the last train, then you can just touch any car, and it's gonna that's gonna become your train. You don't actually have to go back and select one of the engines. Oh man, that driver of that car has got to be having a bad day. Whew. Go hook these up. Pull off the handbrakes. And let's move them out. And you know what? This seems like a perfect spot to end episode number 6. In episode number 7, we will continue on to Nutrient AG and back into Riverbank Yard.